David who kills Goliath, right? One of the biggest giants in the Bible, and David runs at him, picks up 5 smooth stones with his slingshot and says, you come at me with a sword and a spear, but I come at you in the name of the Lord. And he takes that stone and slings it, hits Goliath. Goliath dies, the whole army runs away, brings victory to the people of God. Well, do you realize after that, David starts to build an army, and his men come and they gather around him, and David teaches them how to be giant killers. In fact, here's a little bit that you don't know. Goliath had 4 relatives. Goliath had 4 relatives, and all 4 of those relatives were killed by David's men. David's men hung out with a giant killer, and they became giant killers. That's why, look at this verse. These 4, Goliath's relatives, were descended from the giant, Goliath. And they fell by the hands of David and his servants. Come on, man. They learned how to kill a giant from a giant killer. And here's what's so cool. David picks up 5 stones. 5. He didn't pick up 5 because he was afraid he was going to miss on the first one. No, he picked up 5 because there was 5 of them and he was ready to take them all out. But the other 4 weren't his battle to fight. They were his men's battle to fight. And because he discipled them and trained them and raised them up, they went out and killed the giants. Come on, that's how this thing works, man. Or how about this next verse? It says, all those who are in distress or in debt or discontented gathered around David, and he became their leader. People with giants gathered around David to learn how to become giant killers. Yeah. So here's my question. Who do you gather around? When you got a giant in your life, who do you gather around? Do you gather around people who face their giants or run from their giants? Who are victims to their giants or victorious over their giants? Who defeat their giants or defeated by their giants? Who tolerate their giants or who take on their giants? Come on, do you hang out with people who talk fear or faith, defeat or deliverance, victim or victorious, advancement or apathy? Who do you hang out with? I mean, Proverbs 13:20, look at this. It says, though he who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harms. Paraphrase, whoever you hang out with, you're going to become like. So look at the people you hang out with. Do you want to be like them? Are they giant killers? Or are they living in the shadow of their giant?